AP World History. Topic 2.1 The Silk Roads. Essential question: what were the causes and effects of the growth of networks of exchange after 1200? During the period between 1200 and 1450, the growth of networks of exchange along the Silk Road was influenced by several factors. Caravanserai. Caravanserai were roadside inns or resting places established along trade routes, including the Silk Road. These structures provided shelter, safety, and facilities for merchants and their caravans. They facilitated trade by offering accommodations for travelers and their goods, acting as centers for commercial activities. The caravanserai encouraged the growth of long-distance trade along the Silk Road by providing necessary infrastructure and creating a sense of security. As a result, trade flourished, and goods, ideas, and technologies were exchanged between different regions and civilizations. Advances in naval technology. During the period in question, significant advancements were made in maritime technology, particularly in shipbuilding and navigation techniques. These advancements enabled the exploration of new sea routes, expanding trade networks beyond the land-based Silk Road. Maritime trade became increasingly important as it offered faster and more efficient transportation of goods. Ships capable of carrying larger cargoes and traveling longer distances allowed merchants to engage in transoceanic trade, connecting different regions across the world. The growth of maritime trade complemented the Silk Road's land-based exchange, facilitating the integration of various regions into a global trading network. Development of new financial systems. The growth of networks of exchange along the Silk Road was also influenced by the development of new financial systems. One notable example is the introduction and widespread use of paper money, which originated in China. Paper money, which was more convenient and easier to transport than coins, facilitated long-distance trade along the Silk Road. It reduced the reliance on cumbersome metal currency and simplified transactions. The use of paper money promoted economic growth, facilitated commerce, and encouraged the flow of goods and ideas across vast distances. Furthermore, the advancement of financial systems along the Silk Road saw the emergence of a unique phenomenon known as flying cash. Flying cash refers to a method of transferring money across vast distances, which greatly facilitated trade and commerce along the Silk Road. This system allowed merchants and traders to conduct business without the need to physically transport large amounts of coins or paper money. Instead, they could simply carry these promissory notes, which were lightweight and easily portable. The notes could be exchanged for goods or converted into local currency at various designated locations along the Silk Road. Emergence of the Hanseatic League. The Hanseatic League, a powerful commercial and defensive alliance of merchant guilds and towns in Northern Europe, played a significant role in the growth of trade networks during this period. The League, founded in the 13th century, sought to protect the interests of its members and promote trade in the Baltic Sea and beyond. Its establishment led to the creation of trade routes, the development of ports and markets, and the standardization of commercial practices. The Hanseatic League facilitated trade between Northern Europe, the Mediterranean, and the Middle East, connecting these regions through a network of trading posts and routes. The effects of the growth of networks of exchange along the Silk Road between 1200 and 1450 were far-reaching. Cultural diffusion and exchange. The increased interaction and exchange of goods, technologies, and ideas along the Silk Road fostered cultural diffusion between different civilizations. Art, religion, philosophy, scientific knowledge, and technological advancements spread across regions, enriching societies and promoting cultural exchange. Economic growth. The expansion of trade networks led to economic growth in participating regions. The exchange of goods and the availability of new resources and markets stimulated local economies, creating wealth and opportunities for merchants and traders. Urbanization and the growth of cities. Trade along the Silk Road led to the development of prosperous cities and trading hubs. These cities became centers of commerce, attracting merchants, artisans, and scholars. The increased economic activity fueled urbanization and the growth of urban centers along the trade routes. Political and diplomatic connections. The growth of trade networks fostered political and diplomatic relations between different civilizations. Rulers and governments recognized the importance of trade for their economies and sought. And those are the causes and effects of the Silk Road exchanges that occurred between 1200 and 1450.